What's going on, guys? Today we complete the series and we review Phantasm 5, Ravager. Directed by David Hartman, this is the final installment of the long-running Phantasm series. So here we are, Phantasm 5, Ravager. This has been a long journey so far. Again, having taken me 2 decades, 3 decades, however long it's taken me to watch even the first movie, to watching the entire franchise in a couple days, we find ourselves here at the finale. So, without any further ado, I guess let's get into this.
Give a guy a ride.
Where are you heading?
Down the road a piece.
So, after finally finishing this franchise, I've come to several conclusions. Don Coscarelli had no idea where to take these movies. I mean, none of the movies were terrible by definition, but they weren't really great either. There's no real movie in this entire franchise that I go, holy shit, this blows my mind. Phantasm 5 just felt cheap. Although the shots were good, this movie just reeked of low budget. And low budget to the point where it really affected the watchability for me. And I watch a lot of low budget movies. I mean, I applaud the filmmakers for keeping the franchise going since 1979, but most of the movies felt confusing, inconsistent, and disconnected. And this finale does no favors for the series. It's more or less a nostalgia trip for longtime fans. I mean, this movie relied heavily on very bad CGI, and it jumped around from dimension to dimension, reality to reality, without ever really explaining which one was the correct one. The music, however, was by far the best improvement over anything else in this series. It's time for all the things about this movie that I liked. I really liked the music. The updated music added so much to this movie where everything else just lacked. The music made this movie way more enjoyable than it normally would have been had they kept the original music in. So I applaud the people that did the music on this one. By far, my favorite part of the entire movie. My favorite music of the franchise. So kudos on that one, man. That was awesome. I loved the look of the post-apocalyptic Cuda. That was pretty cool too. Even though it has a hardtop again. Whatever. But I really liked the way that car looked. That car's just badass anyway. And the updated post-apocalyptic look was pretty cool. And again, the cinematography. You can't go wrong. I mean, I will say that they do know how to shoot a movie. And they did as best as they could with the low budget that they had and with what they had to work with. The cinematography was actually still really, really good. So, I got to give them credit on that one as well. Now for all the things that I disliked. Again, the Cuda is now a hardtop, got a new paint job, and has new rims. Like, where in between part 4 and 5 during this apocalypse did you find time to repair the Cuda, paint it, find new rims for it, and dress it up? Like, come on, man. Where did you find time? They didn't, because, I mean, we see Reggie right at the beginning, and he's right there, and then boom, there's the Cuda. So it takes place right from 4. So what the hell, man? Like, be consistent with your own movie. The main thing about this movie that I disliked was the CGI. Holy shit, man. It was bad. The spheres looked horrible. Man, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, the CG in 1979 with the ball was 100 times better than what we see in Phantasm 5 Ravager. And they had probably close to the same amount in budget as the first one. Maybe even more. The spheres just could have looked a lot better. They were so bad. Like the moment I saw the very first sphere in the movie, I was just like, oh shit, here we go. This is gonna be bad. And I was right. Another thing that was really bad that I didn't really care for was the effects. They just looked low budget. They looked, I don't know how to explain it, but they looked really low budget. I mean, when I make a film, I try to make it the best special effects that I can. I try to make everything look as real as humanly possible with what I have. I will use most of my budget on making sure that my effects look great, because bad effects just make the movie feel cheap and low budget. So in this movie, I really feel that the effects lacked a lot. So in conclusion, would I recommend this movie? Well, I have to say yes, but only because you've made it this far. You deserve some sort of a finale, even if it does fall flat. It's something that we deserve to see. It ended kind of, I mean, they could technically make another one, but I really hope they don't. I'd say that Phantasm 5 Ravager is essential, but only essential for longtime fans. If you're new to the franchise, I mean, you could technically stop at 2. You're not missing anything. Or go all the way to 5. I mean, I don't know. But me, myself, I have to give this film a 2 out of 5. And that's going to do it for me for today, guys. Remember, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream, don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he might infect the world with bad CGI spheres, and nobody wants that because, well, bad CGI is bad CGI.